Hey guys, welcome back to InsightJunky, and in this video, I want to tell you about 6 mistakes that people make in their relationships that can completely destroy the relationship. Now what I mean by relationship in this video is a romantic relationship. However, some of these tips can be applied to other kinds of relationship as well, like the ones you might have with your friends or family. So the first mistake that people make is that they think that the other person will complete them. For a lot of people that get into a relationship, it feels like the best feeling in the world. When you fall in love, all your insecurities seem to disappear and your life seems to have a new color to it. Now this is all amazing, but the problem is that most people start to think that the other person literally completes them. I know it's romantic to say that, oh baby, I'm incomplete without you, but the fact of the matter is that you cannot come to a relationship being half a human being. I'll give you an example. Most of the relationships we typically see are like this, that one person is one half of a tree and the other person is another half. They both come together and they become one half so that they can survive. But the second they cannot be together, they fall apart because half a tree cannot survive on its own. Here's what should happen instead. You should be your own tree, a whole tree, and the other person is their own tree. You both come together and your branches intermingle. You get strength from each other and you grow with each other, and you also grow upwards. Basically, your relationship should not be half plus half equals to 1, it should be 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So work on yourself first. Learn how to be happy when you're single, have a purpose in your life, and then when you find the right person, you can grow with that person. Don't think that you're incomplete without them. The second point is lack of communication. This just destroys all relationships. Many people, when they're mad at their significant other, they just stop talking altogether. Not only this, they may also ignore the issue completely. This is not the way to be in a relationship. A lot of people try to manipulate their partner into doing things for them instead of directly communicating what they want. This lack of communication will create cracks in your relationship and small issues will become huge ones later on. Now I get it, sometimes fights do happen in relationships and I believe that some amount is genuinely okay. But what's more important is that after a fight, you both try to figure out what the underlying issue is. If it's your fault, you should fix it. If it's the other person's fault, then they should fix it. There has to be a willingness to change from both sides, and there needs to be a commitment to communicate so that you can both work on your issues. The third mistake is not growing together. There is an old saying about relationships: if you're not growing together, you're growing apart. Look, we as human beings will constantly keep changing throughout our lives, and so will the person we're with. The problem occurs when people in the relationship don't take the time to grow together. It happens quite often that you get into a routine and you stay that way. You don't talk to each other about each other's feelings, you don't go on any exciting vacations together, you don't spend any time together, and this is the kind of thing that will make you distant from the other person. So many times people complain that their partner has changed. Of course they have changed, and so have you. We all keep changing and we all should keep changing. The main thing we need to take care of is to make sure that our partner is not left out from the change and that we change in a way that is suitable for both the people. The fourth mistake is taking them for granted. I actually heard this conversation between a couple once. The boyfriend said, "Why do you treat everyone better than me? You have a smile for everyone except me. Do you not love me?" And then the girl replied, "Of course I love you, but I know you'll always be there for me, and that's why I don't have to be nice to you." I've seen this in so many relationships, and frankly it's very sad. The people we love the most, we take them the most granted. Imagine how terrible it is that we can give a smile to a stranger who is selling us a perfume in a gift shop, but we cannot smile every day to the person we're in a relationship with just because they'll always be there. Take the time every day to make the other person know that they matter to you. Watch my video on the 5 love languages if you want to learn more about how to make the other person feel loved. The next point is staying in a relationship for too long. This is the mistake that almost everyone makes. Sometimes you have to realize that after a year or 2 years that you're just not meant to be together. Maybe your goals in life are way too different. Maybe you have a growth mindset and you want to grow in every area of your life and you're optimistic, but your boyfriend or girlfriend has a fixed mindset and they're pessimistic. Sometimes there's abuse in relationships. Sometimes the relationships gets toxic. You might be fighting too much. Now I'm not saying you should break up at the smallest speed bump, but sometimes you have to realize that you might not be meant to be with every person you get into a relationship with, even if you love them. And as sad as that is, sometimes you cannot change a person, so you might have to break up. I understand that this is not easy if you're married or you're in a very long-term relationship, but it is incredibly important to have a good long-term stable and healthy relationship for your overall happiness and fulfillment. So you should definitely keep this in mind. You should also watch my video on the 5 love languages next because it will help you a lot in your relationship. I'll put a link in the description and add it on the end screen right now. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching and supporting this channel because frankly I couldn't have done this without your support. I know I haven't uploaded in the past 1 month, but I do plan on uploading more frequently on this channel from now. So if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any other videos. That's all for now, and I'll see you in the next one.